Hey, this is Beverly Bozeman. I am the creator of Speak Queen, inspirational line of t-shirts for women. I am also an author and a certified life coach. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. I just wanted to share some thoughts with you all. I think it was last week I was watching Latoya Okia. If you've never watched her videos before, be sure and go to YouTube and check her out. Awesome dynamite woman. And these videos were like a year or so old, and I just watched like 3 or 4 of them back to back, and I'm going to paraphrase what I got from what she said. She said that if God has given you gifts, you should use them. Don't sit on them. Use them. You need to die on empty. There are people who need your gifts. They need to benefit from you using your gifts. If you sing, you need to be singing every day. If you're going to act, you need to be acting every day. And when she said, if you write, you need to get back to writing your books, that messed me up. I felt like she was talking directly to me because I haven't written anything in over a year. I have a couple of books and they haven't sold like I thought they would. And I really got discouraged. I didn't get the results that I was looking for. And so I kind of got discouraged in my writing. But when she said that, it was kind of like a confirmation. You know, you always have these thoughts rolling around in your head about things, whether they're supportive thoughts, negative thoughts, just question mark thoughts. And when she said that, it was like confirmation that I need to get back to writing. And I also kind of heard in my head that you need to keep dreaming. You need to keep believing. You need to keep pushing. And it was just those 3 words were like so strong in my spirit that I just had to put it on a sweatshirt. Keep dreaming, believing, pushing. And my hope is that as I wear it, somebody will see it and it would ignite or reignite that fire for them to keep dreaming, keep believing, keep pushing. And I know that a lot of times life gets in the way. We get distracted, we get tired, we get weary, we get angry, we get scared, we get bored, we get distracted from our goals, and we get distracted from our dreams. And one of the saddest things about dreaming is that a lot of people don't dream. Not that they don't have the capability to dream, they just don't because they have been shot down. Their dreams have been shot down. They don't have the support that they need, or they try to do it for themselves, or they try to do accomplish a dream or make a dream manifest, and it's not really their dream. And what I mean by that is a lot of times we will say that something is a dream of ours because we heard somebody else say it, or we've seen somebody else be successful with it. And then we put forth the effort, or we spend the money, or we hang out with the XYZ type people so that that particular dream can come true. But when it doesn't, we've wasted money, we've wasted time, and we feel bad about the particular situation when it wasn't our dream to begin with. And so my hope is that anyone who listens to this video will create or reignite a dream that they've always had that's theirs. Not the dream that somebody told you you need to have or that you've seen somebody else do. You know, as long as it's positive and it's on this side of legal, you know, create your own dream. And one of the components of dreaming is that you have to believe that the dream is going to come true. And in all honesty, I think that when it comes to creating dreams or making our dreams manifest, we don't believe like we should. We make the mistake of telling people what we're dreaming of, how we see ourselves in 5-10 years. And sometimes we don't get the support that we need. Sometimes people will try to sabotage our dreams for whatever the reason. And then our belief in our own dreams, our belief in ourselves will fall apart, will crumble. The bottom will just fall out from up under. And if we don't have the positive self-image, if we don't have the positive self-esteem, and if we don't affirm ourselves on a regular basis, we will allow other people to talk us out of our dreams. And we'll say, I guess, that's not really something I could do anyway. It was just a thought. We'll try to play it off. We don't really believe anymore. Our belief has crumbled and started rotting from the bottom because of somebody else's negativity. And that's where the keep pushing comes into play. If you have a dream, you have to believe in it, and you have to keep pushing every day to make that dream come true. And here's the thing that causes our push to lose velocity. We go full force. We push full force in the very beginning. We're telling people, we're writing plans down, we're researching, we're buying things, we're linking up with people, making sacrifices and rearranging schedules. And we are just going at it based upon what we were told we're supposed to do if we believe in our dreams, right? But here's the thing. The instructions that we have been given to achieve our dreams are most of the time based upon what somebody else used, a formula or a structure that somebody else used, and it was successful for them, or they saw that somebody else was successful. So this is how you need to achieve your dream. This is how you need to structure your push. For example, about maybe 10 years ago, about 10 years ago, I watched a video by Eric Thomas, and he had this thing called Thank God It's Monday. You might find it on YouTube. And he was talking about how he didn't sleep. Like, I don't sleep. I stay up. I get up. I'm up at 3:00 in the morning every morning. I'm doing my best, and I'm going to achieve my goals. And he's, like one of the top motivational speakers in the world. So I guess, it worked for him. And I thought that in order to be successful like him, I would have to go without sleep. Like, I can't sleep. And I thought that that's what he literally meant. Like, you can't go to sleep. You got to stay up all day, all night, and you got to work on your goals. I was working on my first book, I think it was, or I write skits and everything. I think I was working on a skit that was turned into a book, and I was just having the hardest time. And I was a single mom. Like, how am I supposed to help my child with her homework and I'm falling asleep? How am I supposed to do my job when I'm falling asleep at work? How am I supposed to be any good? How do, and I just couldn't do it. So the thing that I was working on, the piece of work that I was working on, it just fell by the wayside, and I had to push it aside. And every time I thought about writing, I got really discouraged because I was like, I'm never going to be able to do it because I have to have sleep. And that's not what he meant. I found out later that's not what he meant. He goes to bed at a certain time, but he's up at a certain time. And when he meant what he said was, I don't sleep. But what he meant was, I don't do any unnecessary sleeping. I have a set schedule. I go to bed at a certain time. I get up at a certain time. Whereas some people who say they want to be successful, they're sleeping in 7:30, 8 o'clock, maybe even 10, 11 o'clock, stay up all night and have fun or whatever. And it dawned on me that my pushing has to be based upon my lifestyle. Some people can stay up all night because they work from home and they can sleep whenever they want to. Some people don't have kids. so they can travel and they can work on things while they're traveling. Some people have no debt, or some people make a lot of money, so they don't have to work a 9 to 5. They can take a sabbatical and use that time to pursue their goals. So your pushing has to be based upon your lifestyle. I think that's where a lot of times when we are trying to achieve our dreams, we kind of mess up. We get discouraged because we are going full force in the very beginning. We are wide open. We're doing this, this, and this. We have this written down. We have a planner. We have a whole bunch of pens, and we have these calendars, and we are a part of these particular groups and these conference calls. But in real life, we don't need any of that. We need to be able to spend 1 hour a day in the morning or in the evening working on this one particular thing. Once we get the hang of that, then we can evaluate our lives a little more and notice that on every Tuesday and every Thursday, we're binge watching something on Netflix. So that's a distraction. So if we cut out the binge watching on Tuesdays and Thursdays, that gives us an extra 2 hours every Tuesday and every Thursday. You know what I'm saying? You have to really evaluate your life and create a structure for your push. There's no need to dream. There's no need to believe that your dream is going to come true if you don't have the structured pushing. And when I say the structured pushing, it's something that you can handle. It's something that you can do every day. You can evaluate your life and realize that you spend a lot of time on the phone talking about nothing, or you can order your groceries online and go pick them up and not spend an hour in the grocery store running into folks that you know, looking at the new things that are on the end cap where they're trying to get you to buy stuff, or you can wash your clothes certain days of the week. You know what I'm saying? We can change and maneuver our lifestyle to where we can push every day and we can be effective towards our dreams, and not necessarily based upon how somebody else says that we should push. I know I'm telling you what you should do to push, but to me, it makes sense to just evaluate your life and just start out small. But the small thing or the small things will allow you to be consistent. Latoya Okiya was talking about being consistent, and that's how she got to be where she is, because she was consistent in achieving her dream or her goal. When she said yes to God, to full-time ministry, she was consistent in it. And it's easier to be consistent when you are taking bite-sized pieces. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I just wanted to share that with you guys. Keep dreaming, keep believing, keep pushing. And this is something that you need to memorize. I think you should memorize whenever you're faced with some difficulties, whenever you're writing out your goals or your dreams or whatever, just say it to yourself. You don't have to tell people what it is that you're thinking, what you're believing and saying or whatever. Keep it to yourself. Anyways, that's about it. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. Remember to release your genius every day, pull off the impossible, and let's be glamorous, godly girls.